what I take credit for is having the good taste to hire him.
Well put. That's
I like
nicely
that.
put.
But that's what I meant is that he gave me my job back, meaning that all I ever, since I was a 5-year-old child, I was an actor.
Yeah.
So my family was a family of actors. So we were groomed to be actors. So somewhere along the line, I was not getting breaks as that concept. So giving my job back is kind of like someone who was important and powerful at the moment was willing to take a chance on letting me be an actor again. That's all. That's what I meant by it. It wasn't much more class. But I was giving you the origins of that. Is that Quentin grew up when in the early times where it was very serious issue to get me in a movie. You know? And through a series of events, it became a little less serious. No, but I'm not taking anything away from Lucas. Like Lucas talking, I love Lucas talking, and I'm glad I did it because it takes always a combination of good work and commercial hits to.
Well, oddly enough, it's really funny because it's like I didn't like the whole idea of a talking baby movie, all right, you know, and I didn't see the first Look Who's Talking, all right, because it was like, well, you know, as much as I like John Travolta, I can't look at the talking baby, man. I just can't dig on that, you know, and then. You know, just before we were like, you know, he's gonna like sign the dotted line. I go, you know, I probably should look at a couple of those now, you know.
What did you think?
You know, and the thing about it is, it was like, you know, well, actually, I got a big kick out of them. I actually like the first one the least. I like the second one the best.
Right.
And I like the third one second best, and I like the last one the least. All right. But the thing about it is, after I saw it, it's like I can see why John did these. His character's pretty funny in it.
Yeah, they're
and
fun
actually,
movies.
I think the character he plays in Look Who's Talking movies is the closest I've seen to what John is in real life.
Yes, that's how I feel. I mean, this is the thing I felt. Wow, I can actually be myself because I never felt like I was being myself as Vinny or Tony or Vincent. I mean, but it was like, wow. I mean, maybe I have a Clint Eastwood future. I could just be me, you know. And you know, I mean, it was.
Well, see, the thing
It's like
that
a promise of something.
well, the reason I like the first one the least is because it's the one that has the most talking baby stuff. All right, you know, as they went on, that became less and less important, and you and Christy Alley became more and more important, which is what I liked in the first place.
And the baby wound up in your movie too. I think that's sort of a great thing.
Yes, I know. Well, it was like you know, two great, you know, the stars of this $100 million hit are back together again for the first time.
Everyone in the movies apparently set in the present, but everyone seems to be living in the 70s. Is that, why is that?
Well, it's more of like I mean, it is set in the present, but it's like, it's not I mean, actually, it's kind of a big mix because actually those black suits are actually a little bit more 60s, like, you know.
Yeah, I have to agree
70s.
because only one other person said that today, and I said, well, no. If you look hard at it, like Jackrabbit Slims is an homage to the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. To some degree, and I said, in my opinion, I could be wrong, you can correct me, but I think it's everything that Quentin loves, so, including
It's
those
the Quentin world.
like B or C movies that are kind of in posters up on the wall to, you know, all the icons of each decade. You know, I had the weirdest dream one night, and I told Quentin about this. He was the first person I called. I woke up whimpering because.
I hate that when that happens.
Yeah, I know, it was weird, but I was like, because we finished the scene, the last take with Uma Thurman and that Jackrabbit Slim. Quentin yells, cut. He leaves, the crew leaves, Uma leaves, and I'm left there with all the other icons. So I said, oh my God, I died! And Quentin designed this whole movie in this place for those icons that made it to 40, you know, they just move in, you know. So it's like, well, when are they bringing out the white suit? Do I have to get in it to, like, you know, serve food, you know?
Well, it was funny because, like, the Canadian filmmaker Adam McGoyan saw the movie and really liked it because one of the things that really blew him away about it is, like, okay, you're in Jackrabbit Slims, and you know, you're looking at like the Marilyn Monroe waitress and all these icons, these fake icons, these people playing these icons, and you're looking at John and Uma in the booth, and you're not thinking about John Travolta. He's Vincent Vega and Mia Wallace are sitting there talking. But when he walks on the dance floor, it's like, oh, wow. He's the real thing. He really is an icon, you know? These guys are pretending to be icons. He's the real damn thing, you know? And I love your Billy Jack move, you know? John does a total Billy Jack move. Before he goes and does the dance, you know, he like very slowly takes his own sweet time taking off the one shoe and putting it down, taking off the other shoe, and just kind of like saunters out there.
The Billy Jack move. It was brilliant.
That was totally Quentin's idea. I mean, he said, I said, you know, now look, I know a lot about that area, you know, but the exciting thing is to dance in character. So to be higher in heroin with a gut, with I'm a murderer. I mean, that's an exciting way to do a twist. Okay. I mean, it is. You know, pull up the thing and you know, it's like totally outrageous. Now, so I have to discuss like how we're going to do this because I don't want him. I want to know what Quentin feels the approach is. So he shows me an old Godard movie, and I get the idea, a little bit of that. Okay, you know, it's like, you know, you're sitting and then you get up and you just start dancing. Okay, I got that idea. And I said, but what about like the thing? You know, like what mood? So Quentin did a twist for me. And it was like watching a 12-year-old in a at the first dance or something. I went, oh, totally cool. It's like, yeah, I want to use that. So I put all these concepts together of how I would do it. But one thing here, you know, the low voice came. When Quentin gets a low voice, you go, oh, okay, something important. So he said, but one thing I want you to do is I want you to, you know, those Billy Jack movies, you know, I want you to like go up to the edge of the stage and take one shoe off and do it very slowly and put it down, and then take the other shoe. And it was like, I mean, it's like, it works because I'm on heroin, it works because, you know, it works in all ways.
Welcome back to MTV News Raw, where we currently stand transfixed by the rhetorical hijinks of director Quentin Tarantino and his star John Travolta. Let's rejoin them. Was there anything that went into this movie that was so wild you took it out? I mean, is there any interesting outtakes lying around, or was everything put in?
No, I mean, it's funny because, like, you know, people say, so is there, there's certain scenes I cut out, but, like, you know, people go, like, you know, so is there going to be, like, this special director's version on Laserdisc of Pulp Fiction? And go, well,
there's one video scene that Quentin cut out that was really good, and at least felt good, and you said it was good.
It is good.
But it just, the film needed to be
well, it wasn't just the fact that it needed to be shorter. It was like a situation where it was like, I mean, like, you know, when people ask me about that video version, when that Laserdisc version, I go, well, the version that's at the theaters is the director's version, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what it should be, you know.
What a novel thought.
But the thing is, but like, there was actually a scene that we did that were remember when Uma Thurman comes down and when he's like waiting in the living room, Uma Thurman comes down with a video camera like that, and does an interview with John. You know, basically, I mean, the whole idea behind it was like, you know, it's like, you know, John actually is kind of hip to what she's asking. She's asking him all these, like, who do you like better, you know, Partridge Family or the Brady Bunch, you know. Basically, the whole speech was about there's two kinds of people in the world. There's Elvis people and there's Beatles people. All right, now a Beatles person can like Elvis and an Elvis person can like the Beatles, but nobody on the planet likes them both equally the same. Somewhere you have to make a choice, and that choice tells you who you are. All right, you know. And the thing, you know, you're either a Betty person or you're a Veronica person, you know.
But Uma was behind the camera the whole time.
And Uma shot it on the video.
She actually shot it, and it was really interesting.
And it was really cool. It was a good scene. I cut it out for two reasons. All right, little inside thing here. All right. Reason number one was the fact that it was like it got us to know Uma too soon. All right, I like the idea that, like, we don't know a damn thing about Mia except all the rumors and the innuendo that we've seen until she sits down in that table and starts talking. It actually, the whole idea was to create a connection between them. Well, it created the connection too damn fast. All right, you know, I wanted to build to that connection.
Yeah, and it's very teasing to have just her feet walk down the thing.
Right, exactly.
And then her one foot to go behind the other, go, let's go.
Right, exactly.
You know, it's like, who is this chick?
I know, exactly. You know? And the second reason is, by the time I shot that scene, I think 9 movies have come out with confessional video things, you know, and I go, oh my God, this is gonna be the jump cuts of the scene. This is gonna be like the '90s cliche of you know, people talking straight into a home video recorder.
What is your next project?
I'm I'm actually not gonna like direct anything for a while. I'm thinking about it like a year off, basically, kind of living a normal life.
See what I tell you?
See, there you go. Yeah.
But you are acting.
I am acting. I've been offered a couple different movies.
Great.
That I'm gonna do, but I'm doing one thing. But like, it seems like doing nothing, compared to like carrying something on the back of my shoulders for a year and a half. But I'm doing this film called 4 Rooms, and it's one of those multi-director things, and it stars Tim Roth.
Boccaccio 70.
Yes, exactly. It's very much like that. It's like it takes place in a hotel room on New Year's Eve night, and Tim Roth is this bellboy, and each room that he has to go to, is directed by a different director, and it's like me and Allison Anders and Alex Rockwell and Robert Rodriguez.
Sounds good. John, what will you be up to next?
Look who's talking. That's what Tim Roth said when Quentin did a very good. Quentin never asked the opinion of studio heads whether I should be in this movie because he knew what the answer would be. But he always asked the actors what they thought, and all the actors were on my side. Yeah, use Travolta, use Travolta. And Tim Roth's reaction was, "Go ahead."
His actor was like, "It's so great him being in this with that big gut and that hair and everything. It's like, you've seen Look Who's Talking, now it's Look Who's Talking shit."
That was my favorite reaction.
He said that on the rehearsal day. Look at John, man. Great idea.
Look who's talking. Well, actually, my 2 next projects are basically, now I'm formally state this because Quentin inspired me to do White Man's Burden, which is the next movie I do, and then after that, Get Shorty, Elmer Leonard book that was turned into a script. And so if anything goes south with those projects,
it's my fault. I'm not involved with them. I just, I'm just John's reader. Okay, I'm his.
you can't call him my manager, otherwise he gets 15%.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm his Clarence, the guardian angel.
Right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Gentlemen, thank you. I think you have a photo appointment coming up.
Okay, thanks a lot.
It's been great.
Opportunity.
Photo opportunity.
And we don't have to wish you.
I don't smile in photos.
Thank you very much.
Terrific interview.